The prophet Joel, whose name means Yahweh is God, ministered to the southern kingdom of Judah. His prophecy centers on a devastating locust plague and subsequent drought, which he interprets as a harbinger of God's greater judgment. The book begins with a vivid description of an actual or imminent, catastrophic locust invasion and famine that strips the land bare, serving as a powerful and immediate symbol of divine judgment. Joel urgently calls for national lament and repentance from all citizens, especially the priests. He stresses that true repentance must be internal and sincere. Rend your hearts and not your garments. Joel 2 verse 13. He highlights God's character as gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love, as the reason for hope, promising that God will relent from disaster if the people genuinely turn back to him. The day of the Lord is the central, repeated theme, encompassing both impending judgment and future salvation. Joel links the recent locust plague directly to this greater, future day. Initially, the day of the Lord is portrayed as a terrible day of darkness and destruction, likened to an invading army, where God judges both Judah and the surrounding nations for their wickedness and mistreatment of Israel. Ultimately, this day signifies God's final intervention in history to judge evil and bring complete restoration. Following the call to repentance and the promise of averted judgment, Joel prophesies a threefold restoration for God's repentant people. God promises to drive away the pests, restore agricultural abundance, and repay the years the locusts had eaten. Perhaps the most famous part of Joel's prophecy is the promising that God will pour out my Spirit on all flesh, on sons and daughters, young and old, male and female servants. God will deliver his people, judge the enemy nations, and dwell with his people in Jerusalem. Significance and legacy. Joel's prophecy is crucial because his promise of the outpouring of the Spirit is quoted by the Apostle Peter in the New Testament, Acts 2 verses 17 to 21, to explain the events of Pentecost, establishing Joel as a key prophetic link between the Old and New Covenants. His work emphasizes that God is sovereign over nature and history, and that disaster, whether natural or military, should prompt genuine repentance and a return to the Lord. It is all about Jesus. Follow and subscribe.